good morning. Good morning, everyone. Nice to have the opportunity to speak to you again. And the reflection this morning is based on the Gospel for the 21st Sunday of in Ordinary Time, and that's the Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 16, verses 13 to 20. I'll leave you to look that up for yourselves or in your missal. St. Peter must surely rate as one of the most interesting characters in the Gospel. To our way of thinking, it seems amazing that Jesus selected just him to be the leader of the church, the growing community. His record would not have impressed his contemporaries. By human standards, he was a disastrous choice. You could hardly describe him as a stable person. At times, he was brave, but on some occasions, he displayed complete cowardice. During Jesus' arrest in Gethsemane, he was hot-headed and with his sword cut off a soldier's right ear. In Pilate's courtyard, when taunted by a servant girl, he was so weak that he denied ever knowing Jesus. Yet on the road to Caesarea Philippi, Jesus appointed him as leader of the Christian community. His call to lead was a most important step in the development of the church. Jesus had confidence in him and released a great power within him and entrusted him with a mission which was crucial for the continuation of his work. The choice of Peter as head of the church is an example of the power of God at work, using the weak things of this world to confound the strong. On life's pilgrimage, it's surely a source of great comfort that God has invited us to be members of his church, built on the rock of Peter. People of every age listen attentively to the leaders of the church because of the promise Jesus made to Peter. That's a very human aspect to, or there is, I should say, a very human aspect to Peter's life story to which we can easily relate. His weakness and moments of betrayal are commonplace in our own lives. However, Peter's deep-seated trust in the person of Jesus more than compensates for any failure. A similar trust on our part will likewise compensate for our failures. Jesus asked Peter, "Who do you say I am?" Peter answered with an inspiring declaration of faith, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." As followers of Jesus Christ, this question confronts us daily. Who do you say I am? Is a question that invites us to judge ourselves as to how we are living our lives, whether as married, as parents, or as single people. Being Christian, following Christ, commits us to live in a particular manner and involves having moral standards, which differ from the standards relevant in society. One thing is certain, We cannot take a neutral stance if we want to be true followers of Jesus Christ. To follow him means we have to take an active responsibility for our way of living. So God bless you all. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Just a very brief message this morning. First of all, I'd like to say a great vote of thanks to those who helped organize and get underway our Mass in the Grotto area last Saturday. It was touch and go as to whether it would go ahead, but thank God we persevered, and it was a very blessed occasion. This coming week we have the feast of Blessed Dominic Barbary, the first Passionist, the man who planted the Passionist congregation in this country, and we're going to offer Mass at 10 o'clock as usual in his honor, and that Mass will be live streamed because normally we would have a pilgrimage at our church in Sutton, St. Helens, but that's not possible this year, so we're doing this instead. It's not normally they get a big bishop or a congregational leader to offer the Mass and preach, but this will be homespun. It'll be us honoring Blessed Dominic and sharing that with other Passionist communities in the country. And finally, a very warm word of thanks to all of you who are helping with signing people in and rubbing the benches down afterwards and generally keeping an eye on the COVID regulations. We couldn't be doing it without you, and we're very, very grateful. Please keep up the good work. Thanks and God bless. See you soon.